I'm Dan Fitzpatrick at StockMarketMentor.com on Thursday, June 21st. Pretty ugly day for the market. Goldman Sachs comes out and says short the S&P, and guess what? Guess everybody came out and shorted the S&P. But I'm looking at Microsoft, and this thing got a really nice pop on its new Surface and their operating system and all that jazz. But that thing is over short term. Support here, about 28.60 or so, something like that. Down here, okay, 28.50. This area right here is where support is. If you bought Microsoft on this pop, that pop has popped. Now the stock is coming back to consolidate. As long as the S&P and the Dow are weak, you know, you're going to see that reflected in Microsoft as well. Also, if you're really bullish on Microsoft, and I know a lot of people are because you think the you know, their new Windows is just so awesome, and that's great. I use it too. But just look at the way this thing is trading. Up and down. We've still got a series of lower highs, lower lows, more volatile in here, that's for sure. But right now you've got resistance at about 31 bucks. The stock's at 30. Why do you want to be long when the stock has more downside? It doesn't have a whole lot of upside because everybody you bought today, for the most part, is pretty much losing money. And in this kind of market, I think a lot of folks are going to the sidelines. I think you're going to see more downside in Microsoft, enough downside to short it. Maybe, but I just have a hard time shorting a stock that's down to over 2.5% in one day because it's just kind of ripe for a little bit of a snapback rally. However, if the stock does come up around here and start to roll over, I would have no problem shorting it. Bottom line is this: I would expect to move back down to here. I just don't necessarily expect it from this level straight down. Probably going to get a little wiggle jiggle in here, but ultimately this is a stock that you only want to consider buying below 30. Okay, members, get over to the strategy session. Got a lot to say about this market and what our opportunities are.